She's delightful. You're going to love her. Her name is Phyllis Horning. Please welcome Phyllis
Horning. Okay, so when I get nervous speaking in front of a crowd, I have a trick. I imagine everybody in the audience naked. So I've already seen 8 of you naked. You know who you are. I'd like to see about 6 more of you naked, and I think you know who you are. And the rest of you, I'm gonna imagine you with your clothes on, and I think you know who you are. Okay, hi. My name is Phyllis, and I'm a bag lady. But not the kind of bag lady that you see on Skid Row that carries all her shit in a shopping cart. I'm the kind that carries my shit in my bag. My colostomy bag. Don't feel bad for me though. This bag gave me the gift of good health. So that makes it a gift bag. There are advantages to pooping in a bag. You didn't know that. My butt never smells like butt. No skid marks. No one can ever say that I am full of shit. So when I retired last year, I got a rescue puppy. I searched online for a young white dog under 15 pounds, and I found him. But when I saw him in person, he didn't look anything like his profile pic. He was cuter online. He also lied about his height and his income, typical male. And we both swiped right though, and we were a match. And like all the other men in my life, he expects me to prepare all of his meals and shower him with affection while he sits on the sofa in front of the TV, playing with his balls all day. His tennis balls, people. I cut those other ones off. So my puppy is like an alarm clock. He doesn't know that it's daylight savings time, and he gets me up at a super early time of day to go on a walk. I call that time of day the butt crack of dawn because the moon is still peeking out. Okay, so pause for laughter. So I have to carry my shit around in a bag all day, and when I walk him, I have to carry his shit around in a bag too. That makes me a double bagger. So as I'm walking the dog, I'm realizing that dogs have their own form of social media. I call it piss book. So you know how dogs will sniff everywhere another dog has been? That's like following. And when he pees a couple of drops at a spot, that's a like. When he pees a stream for a couple of seconds, that's sort of like leaving a comment. But when he empties his bladder on a spot, he's trying to unfriend the other dog. So I bowl in an all-black bowling league for seniors on Wednesdays. That's right, I'm the only white person in the building. You wonder, how did that happen? So I called the bowling alley when I retired and I said, I'm interested in joining a daytime senior league. And the guy says, well, there's always somebody dying or breaking a hip, so show up and there should be a spot for you to bowl. So I showed up there that first day, all cute little white Jewish lady with my pink bowling ball and shoes. Pink. And they all turned and looked at me like I had stopped to ask for directions at midnight in Compton. So I turned and looked at them and said, hey homies, why you tripping? So there was a spot open on Reggie's team for the next 10 months, or perhaps 6 months with good behavior. So I did get a chance to bowl. And the next thing that I did was I went to the little bowling alley diner to order my tuna melt. And the kid behind the counter asked me what lane was I bowling on. He would bring it to me when it was ready. I said, seriously, you're not gonna find me? So I'm a happy bowler. When I bowl well, it improves my average, and when I bowl badly, it improves my handicap, so win-win. And these old guys that I bowl with, well, they bowl pretty well too, even though they all have 8-pound balls. They're bowling balls. So I'm not your typical little white lady. See, I'm not afraid to be in an alley with 126 black men. And but on the other hand, I was doing my laundry last week, and a thought came to me, oh my God, I think I might be a racist. A laundry racist. You see, I separate the whites from the colors. I oftentimes do the whites first. I always apply a special treatment to the whites. And only the whites get to use the hot water. Sounds like white privilege to me. Okay, so I went to the dentist last week, and my dentist has posters on the ceiling of the exam rooms with inspirational quotations on them. It's meant to be a distraction from what's going on in your mouth. They say things like, no pain, no gain, and that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Seriously, at the dentist. So I'm gonna put notes on my forehead so that he can read them when he's working on my teeth. And they're gonna say, that's my wallet you're drilling into, and you're working on my last nerve. So I get really anxious when I go to the dentist. So anxious that I have to take a Zoloft ahead of time and a shot of vodka afterwards. Actually, I need a double shot because half of it runs down my chin. And all this anxiety would be worth it if my dentist was just a full-service dentist. You know, while he's got me in the chair cleaning my teeth, he could offer manicure, pedicure, bikini wax. I could get everything polished at once. But finally, going to the dentist is in a weird way a little bit sexual. There's a lot of drilling, filling of cavities, and spitting out yucky stuff. So I went to the accountant on Saturday to do my taxes, and he sounds a lot like my mother. So are you still single? Is your kid still living at home with you? How old is she now? 25? Is your comedy career making any money yet? Geez, he charges me $300. My mother can chastise me for free. So I get this feeling, this overwhelming feeling of relief and exhaustion when I leave his office. And it's that same kind of feeling you get after an illicit rendezvous at a cheap motel, but without the gratification of the sex. Oh, but wait a minute, I was screwed. Thank you. So as I have been retired, I don't have the same kind of time management skills that I used to have when I was working. But having this bag actually helps me to multitask. You see, I can drive to the valley and poop at the same time. I can go to the movies and poop at the same time. I can make beautiful, sexy love and poop at the same time. And I can even do a comedy routine and poop at the same time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phyllis Horning.
Okay.